Welcome to Ghoul Talk, open late. Just a heads up, we'll be talking about death, obituaries, and real people. We mean no disrespect to the deceased, their families, or their communities. Whenever necessary, names or details may be changed or omitted. Our goal is to share stories, find the humor in the strange and the spooky, and keep things lighthearted, never cruel. Welcome to GTOL, the podcast that proves sleep is optional, caffeine is a coping mechanism, and ghosts absolutely do not care about your REM cycle.
We're your adopted spirit guides, April and Sarah, here to provide some haunting, sarcasm, and just a sprinkle of unresolved childhood fear.
Before we jump headfirst into ghosts and chaos, we need to check the vibes for the week.
Which means it's tarot time. So light your candles, grab your crystals, and let's see what our spooky deck of judgment has for us today.
So, tonight's card is the devil, which means temptation, bad decisions, and knowingly doing the wrong thing anyway because it's fun. It's giving red flags because I can fix him. I can totally handle one more iced coffee at 10 p.m.
Oh, no.
And I don't need therapy, I need bangs. I've done that.
Haven't we all? So basically, my Amazon purchase history.
Speaking of unhinged purchases, remember that pendulum board I bought that was way cooler than the other one because it had a moth on it?
Oh my god, yes.
The words are in Spanish. Not even kidding you. Here it is.
So we didn't actually, read this. We just got... Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Checks out.
Yeah, so now every time the pendulum swings yes, I picture Dora the Explorer saying "see" and nodding her head in reassurance.
Amazing. There's C right there. No, it was just no.
Yeah.
See?
I don't know what Talavez or Repringunguntar is.
You might have just cast a spell on me.
But yeah, it took me 3 days and I looked at it and I was like, oh.
It's not English.
Yeah.
Does it have a backside to it? Nope. It's kind of just like a coaster. It feels like a drink coaster.
It probably is.
That probably is what it is.
Best $5 I ever spent.
Worth it. I bought a die that was made out of, I think, brass. Still in the bag. I don't know what to do with it.
Along with your Tamagotchi.
Yes, my Tamagotchi, yes. Still
And,
alive.
Still alive.
To date right now, still alive.
Still going. 2 weeks later.
I'm pretty proud. Proud mama.
So, I'm gonna eat some jelly beans, I think. Oh, yeah. Jelly beans. What else was in there?
Popcorn. We got more popcorn. We got Pop Rocks again. What else do we have? What is this?
I don't know. It was just a bin.
You're not going to want to eat that. That is sour cream and chive popcorn topper.
Oh, topper. I don't think you want to put it on that.
I don't think we want to eat that, but I want some more Pop Rocks. Do we have more Pop Rocks?
I have no idea, but here's... Oh, yeah, here's some Pop Rocks.
Oh, Pop Rocks. Yes. Would you like some? Should we do it together? It's like drugs.
I'll mix it with my beer.
Oh god, let's do this into the mic. Oh, I gave you a lot. Let's do this into the mic.
This is a disaster. It's everywhere.
Does this make you guys feel nostalgic?
Oh my god, it's really good.
A little bit of ASMR for you.
Okay, how long do we do that for?
Alright, enough of that. Although I can't control it, so it is still going to go on for a few minutes.
Okay, so now my hands are sticky.
Yep.
But let's crack open some Phantom files before I start thinking about at-home body piercing again.
Yeah, maybe someday I'll have to let you pierce my ear. Might be kind of fun.
I do that. I mean, I pierce my own ear, so...
I can take it. Do you freeze it first with an ice cube?
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I was just asking for a friend. I mean, obviously.
Oh,
I can handle it. My Phantom Files for this week is called The Visitor at 3:17. The Witching Hour.
Yes, it is.
It is.
Okay.
I think anything basically 3-something is the Witching Hour, right?
317 seems to be the number.
Well, if you're Amityville Horror, it's 3:15, I believe.
Yeah, and The Conjuring was 317, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
No freaking way. This has nothing to do with The Conjuring, so that's creepy. It must be real.
And breaking news, it's actually 3:07. Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
In late autumn of 2022, so this is a more recent story.
Good, thanks.
A woman named Claire Morrison moved into a small rental house just outside of Halifax, Nova Scotia, in Canada. Woo, 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 bow, bow, bow. She worked nights at the hospital and often didn't get home until the early hours of the morning. For safety, her brother installed a doorbell camera that sent notifications to her phone whenever it detected movement.
I'm already not liking this.
You know where this is probably going. And I have a doorbell here. Do you have a doorbell here? No.
No, my house is four square feet big.
True. Yeah, and where you live versus where I live is a very different story. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I get about 100 alerts a day, and do I check them all? No.
Great.
Should I? No. I don't want to know sometimes.
The doorbell that cried wolf.
Exactly. So for the first few weeks, everything seemed normal. Raccoons, the mailman, an occasional delivery truck. Side note, and this just happened recently, mine detected a pet. So it'll say person, vehicle, or pet. So I'm like, that's weird. I didn't take my dog out at that time of night. So I click on the video to watch it, and it was just a skunk tra-la-lying across my front lawn. He's just going boop, 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 boop. And my camera picked it up. Yeah, he was peppying his way all the way across my front lawn. So 3:17 a.m., like I said, the witching hour, on November 2nd, Claire woke up to a faint buzzing sound, the notification tone from the doorbell app. Still half asleep, she glanced at her phone. The motion alert read, "Person detected at front door."
I don't like that.
Curious, she opened the live feed. Oof, never opened the live feed.
No.
I'm terrified of this every time I look at mine at night, which sometimes I do.
Guess what? Never getting one. Okay.
This is a cautionary tale. A figure stood at the edge of the porch. A woman in a long, old-fashioned white nightgown.
Stop it.
Her hair was stringy, soaked from drizzle. The figure didn't move, didn't knock. She just stared directly into the camera. And the strange part, her eyes reflected no light at all, just black voids. Claire sat up, heart pounding, duh, as one does. She called out, "Who's there?" As one shouldn't. I would not do that. But there was no sound through the mic. The figure didn't react, didn't flinch. Then, the feed glitched, flickering with static. When it cleared, the woman was gone. The next morning, Claire checked the recordings. The alert had saved the clip. But when she pressed play, the app crashed. Every time. Eventually, the clip just disappeared from her history. That night, it happened again. 3:17 a.m. Same alert. But this time, the camera caught nothing. Just the empty porch. Still, the sound of slow, deliberate footsteps could be heard faintly on the audio, right up to the door, and then silence.
Oh my god, I hate this.
Over the next week, the alerts kept coming, always at 3:17, always with no one visible. But sometimes, when she turned up the volume, Claire could hear breathing. Once, a faint voice whispered, "Let me in. I used to live here."
It's not funny. That's terrifying.
I tried to sound scary, but I just couldn't. Terrified, Claire contacted the landlord, who hesitated before admitting something.
Stop!
He knew! Can you imagine?
You have to, tell people about that kind of stuff.
Allegedly, you don't. Landlord goes, "You're not the first to mention her. The last tenant, he caught her too. A woman who had died there in 1974. She was found on the porch in her nightgown, waiting for her husband to come home."
What do you mean?
Claire,
how? How? What?
She
was
died.
Just dead?
Yeah. That just died. Claire moved out within a month, but sometimes late at night, her phone still gives her a phantom notification. "Person detected at front door," even though she no longer owns the camera or that house. Okay. Explain that. You can't.
No.
Ghosty. No. Haunted.
I hate that.
Scary.
Really scary.
Yeah.
I think that's the scariest one so far.
It's scary because it's
our technology
real.
now.
Yeah. I get alerts from my doorbell cam, and sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and there'll be a bunch, and I have to sit for a minute and pause and go, "Do you want to look?" Like when it said "person," do you want to look? Usually it's just my husband out for a smoke though, so it's okay. I actually feel better knowing that he goes out there middle of the night. Yeah, so there's that.
So, I guess speaking of things I hate.
Sorry.
I'm going to discuss my phantom file. When I was a kid, I was sure the Bermuda Triangle was going to be my downfall. Those grainy reruns on A&E and the Discovery Channel made it sound like planes vanished every Tuesday. Boats blinked out of existence before bedtime, and that one day I'd step into a fog and just never step out again.
Yeah, I thought that, if your boat, plane, whatever, went to the Bermuda Triangle, you will not come out. 100% of the time. I always thought that.
Yeah, it really scared me as a kid. But the Bermuda Triangle wasn't my problem. The real danger was much closer to home. Quiet, forested, and far less forgiving. Introducing the Bennington Triangle.
What? You just threw me for a loop!
I know.
Oh my god.
The Bennington Triangle is a stretch of wilderness in southwestern Vermont, anchored around the ghost town of Glastonbury, once a logging settlement, now reclaimed by the mountains. The area's boundaries are loose, more legend than map, but locals know where the trees start whispering. Between 1945 and 1950, 5 people vanished without a trace. 5 disappearances. Same area, same mystery, and not a single one ever solved.
Ooh.
It started with Mitty Rivers, a 74-year-old hunting guide who knew those mountains better than anyone. On November 12, 1945, he led a group of 4 hunters up into Hell Hollow. Yes, that's the real name.
Is it like adjacent to Sleepy Hollow?
Also terrifying. And on the way back, he walked ahead of the group around a bend in the trail. When the others caught up, he was gone. No noise, no footprints, no Mitty. Only a single rifle cartridge in the dirt, gleaming like a breadcrumb that led to nowhere. A year later, on December 1st, 1946, 18-year-old Paula Weldon decided to hike the Long Trail alone. She was a college sophomore, wearing a bright red coat, a color you'd think would be impossible to miss in the snow. Witnesses saw her heading up the trail. A few saw her turn a corner, then nothing. Hundreds of volunteers searched for weeks. The U.S. Army sent in planes. Not a footprint, not a thread of red wool. Paula was gone.
Whoa.
Ugh. I hate it. In 1949, James Tedford, a veteran, boarded a bus from Bennington back to St. Albans. He was seen sleeping on the ride. Other passengers recalled him being there as the bus made its stops. But when the bus arrived, Tedford's seat was empty. His luggage sat neatly in the rack above him and a timetable discarded on his seat. He'd vanished somewhere between stops from inside a moving vehicle.
So a black hole.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Gone. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Triangle. Triangle.
Yeah. Black triangle.
Next came 8-year-old Paul Jepson, who disappeared in 1950. He'd been sitting in his family's pickup truck while his mother tended to some chores at a dump near Glastonbury. She returned, the door was open, and Paul was gone. Search dogs traced his scent to the edge of the trail. Then it ended abruptly, as if he'd stepped into thin air.
Wow.
Just 16 days later, a 53-year-old woman named Frida fell into a stream while hiking with her cousin. She told him she'd go back to camp, change her clothes, and catch up. She never did. Hundreds of volunteers searched the woods again. Rescuers, police, even aircraft. Then 7 months later, her body was found in an area that had already been searched extensively.
Oh.
No official cause of death was determined.
Jeepers creepers.
Yeah.
Dropped her.
Mm-hmm. Jeepers creepers.
Where'd you get those peepers? Are we gonna get sued if we sing that?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I want to sing the rest so bad. You guys do it at home. Join in at home, everybody.
5 people, all lost in a triangle of woods less than 35 square miles wide. 91 square kilometers in Canadian. No bodies, no clues, no explanations. Except for Frida, and even her return raised more questions than answers. So what's happening in the Bennington Triangle? Some say it's just coincidence. Poor weather, rough terrain, disorientation. Maybe
This episode is brought to you by Spreaker, the platform responsible for a rapidly spreading condition known as podcast brain. Symptoms include buying microphones you don't need, explaining RSS feeds to confused relatives, and saying things like, "Sorry, I can't talk right now, I'm editing audio." If this sounds familiar, you're probably already a podcaster. The good news is Spreaker makes the whole process simple. You record your show, upload it once, and Spreaker distributes it everywhere people listen. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and about a dozen apps your cousin swears are the next big thing. Even better, Spreaker helps you monetize your show with ads, meaning your podcast might someday pay for, well, more microphones. Start your show today at Spreaker.com. Spreaker, because if you're going to talk to yourself for an hour, you might as well publish it.
the area's magnetism can interfere with the compasses. Others believe a serial killer stalked the area, taking advantage of isolation and confusion. Still others whisper about something stranger, an energy pocket, a thin place, a tear in the reality.
That's what I'm going with.
Locals talk about lights in the woods, strange sounds, and the feeling of being watched from the trees. More than one searcher reported hearing voices that seemed to call their name from deep in the forest.
Sarah! Come to the forest! I have candy! Trick or treat!
The Native American Abenaki tribe warned of the region long before it had a name. They said the mountains, where four winds meet, was a cursed land where the earth swallows those who don't belong. Today, Glastonbury is a ghost town, and the forest around it feels heavier than air should.
Ew, I don't like that.
Gross. Maybe the triangle is just a story, or maybe it's something older than ancient lore, waiting quietly under the leaves. The same woods where Mitty, Paula, James, Paul, and Frida vanished are still there, unchanged, untamed, and still swallowing sound.
Do their names like spell a word, like the first letters of their names or something crazy, you know? Is this like Ouija but like cosmic?
All of their names begin with a consonant, so that would be very hard.
Well, there goes that theory.
Sorry. Shut you down pretty quick. As for that Bermuda Triangle that kept me awake as a kid, turns out the real monsters don't live in the ocean. They live in the mountains way closer than we think. Wait. Jaws was also terrifying.
Oh, Jaws! No.
But that's for another episode. Oh, and Bigfoot. Ooh. We'll get to him. And aliens. I watched way too much A&E as a kid.
Jaws haunts me to this day.
I, literally laying in bed, this shark's gonna eat me.
I couldn't swim my aunt and uncle's deep end of their pool, which I used to love diving for coins, but the shark was in there, so I had to stay in the shallow end for months, and I didn't even see the whole movie because I chickened out.
Gonna need a bigger boat.
Well, Sarah, let's see what our listeners are haunted by. It's time for Buried Secrets Ghosted Again, where you send us your real-life hauntings, cursed family dramas, and things your therapist doesn't believe.
This next one isn't about demons in the attic or dolls that blink on their own. It's quieter than that. The kind of story you don't send in for attention. You send it because you honestly don't know what to do with it. No name attached, just a simple subject line. Dad. I don't really believe in ghosts. I still don't know if I do, but I need to tell someone what's been happening. My dad passed away in June. I've been staying in his house while we sort through his things and get it ready to sell. The house is old. It creaks, bad wiring, drafty windows. I expected it to feel empty. Instead, it feels aware.
Oh.
It started with the radio in the kitchen. It's one of those clock radios that everyone's parents seem to have. He used it every morning. Twice now, I've walked in and it was playing static. The hallway outside of his bedroom always smells faintly like his aftershave. Only in the evenings, and only in that hallway. I kept hearing someone walking around at night. Not heavy footsteps, just the sound of socks on wood floors, I guess. I thought maybe I was hearing things until last week. I was in his room packing clothing. It was quiet. I wasn't playing music. The TV was off. And then I heard someone behind me say, very softly, "Hey, kiddo."
Oh! No!
I turned around so fast I knocked over the lamp on his bedside table. No one was there, but his recliner, the one he always sat in, was very gently rocking like someone had stood up down the hall.
Oh, I am full body chills. Oh my gosh.
I don't feel scared exactly, just like I'm not alone. Like he's still walking the same routines. Mornings in the kitchen, walking through the hallway, standing in the doorway, watching me pack up his life. I thought I was going crazy until my aunt came over yesterday. She stepped inside, stopped in the hallway, and said, "It smells like him in here." I don't know what to do with that, maybe nothing, so I thought, why not send it in? Thank you so much for this submission. Maybe that's what a haunting really is, not horror and demons, just someone who never fully left. We can hope, right?
Yeah. And I was wondering too, is that a residual haunting? If it seems to be doing a routine thing every day?
And that's okay. I feel like that doesn't bother me.
I kind of like that. It's kind of cool.
Unless they're a serial killer and...
Oh yeah, then we don't want you doing what you do on the regular. Mm-hmm. But if you're just living in your house, moving around, it's like coexisting with someone who has passed on a different plane, and they're living in the realm that they're in now, and you're in... And I wonder, that's so many questions. Do they know you're there? Or are they just on a like a reel, you know, where like it repeats. It's like you hear stories about people who like drive down this dark road at night and a woman in a white dress is always standing in the middle of the road and you slam on your brakes and then there's nobody there. And it's just like a residual haunting of like, she's there every night. She doesn't see you, she's just there.
Creepy.
Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
Oh.
You owe me a fridge cigarette. If your walls ever start whispering your name, email us immediately. But first, let's talk about people who managed to remove themselves from the group chat of life.
Meet Jean-Francois Pilatre de Rosier.
Gesundheit.
You'll get used to me butchering names as we go. An aviation pioneer in the 18th century France. A man so flamboyant, his beard had its own fan club. Hashtag Skybeard.
Whoa. For real?
No.
Oh. That's cool.
He helped invent balloon flight and loved dazzling crowds in Paris with his airborne stunts. But one performance went very, very wrong. Picture it. A packed Paris square, everyone craning their necks, wine and cheese in hand, marveling at the future of travel. Rosier's balloon rises gracefully, and then disaster. His magnificent waxed beard caught fire from the open flame burner.
Oh.
The balloon ignited, Rosier flared. The crowd clapped, cheerfully unaware. But this wasn't entertainment. It was the first ever aviation fatality, unfolding live, beard first.
Oh my god.
Rosier plummeted to his death, while Parisians went from bravo to mon Dieu. History books remember him as a pioneer. Ghoul Talk remembers him as the man who literally went down in flames because his beard was too extra.
Oh, mic drop. Wah wah. Rest in peace, sir.
Yeah. I think you said you also have a Final Destination Amateur Hour to share.
I do, in fact. So this one I've entitled Death by Selfie. Selfies have become a surprisingly common modern tragedy, especially as people chase dangerous angles or daring locations for social media.
Yeah, Niagara Falls.
That is bleak. Most selfie-related deaths involve falls from heights, drowning, or accidents with vehicles or weapons.
Oh.
The desire to capture the perfect shot can override basic safety instincts. Young people, often in their 20s, are the most frequent victims, and it's a global phenomenon. Notable cases. India has the highest number of selfie-related deaths in the world, often due to falls from cliffs, bridges, or buildings. In 2018, a report found 259 selfie-related deaths in just a few years. One tragic example, a 21-year-old fell off a cliff while trying to take a photo for Instagram. He lost balance and plunged 200 feet. Russia, the tram accident. In Moscow, a young woman tried to take a selfie on train tracks.
Oh my God.
Frig, I can't. She was hit by a tram and killed instantly. Authorities often warn about taking selfies on railways because they underestimate the speed of the trains. That just seems like a duh moment, but It happens a lot. In the United States, national parks, in 2015, 5 people died in Yosemite National Park attempting to take selfies near cliffs. Some slipped on rocks, others lost their balance while trying to lean over ledges. Park authorities now post selfie warning signs at dangerous viewpoints. That's what we've come to. Selfie warning signs. Like, that is the world we live in now. In Brazil, wildlife encounters. People have also died while trying to take selfies with animals. In 2017, a man tried to take a selfie with a crocodile in Brazil.
Here, let me just put my head in your mouth.
Right? They did it one time on TV, underestimated its reach, and was attacked. India, firearms accidents. A few selfie deaths involve firearms. In 2018, a man accidentally shot himself while posing with a gun for a selfie.
That's not even cool.
Don't do that.
I am not impressed.
No one is impressed. Yeah. The gram doesn't need that, okay? A 2018 study in the Journal of Family Medicine and Primary Care reported 259 deaths worldwide due to selfies from 2011 to 2017. Like, that's just like 260 people that like didn't need to die and decided to take a selfie and died for it.
I wonder how many have that picture.
I thought of that too. Like, was there like a live stream or like did it like it's on their phone, right? They took the selfie, or did they take the selfie?
Did it go with them?
Did their phone survive?
Yeah.
Did they know that was there someone with them every single time? That's how they knew they were taking a selfie. 70% was falls, followed by drowning, which was 14%, and transportation accidents is 10%. These are real, tragic, but almost surreal in how avoidable they were. It's not worth it to take a selfie.
No.
No matter how cool you think. You know what?
I
These days
hate
you
taking
can, like,
selfies of myself.
and you can just Photoshop it nowadays. If you need the coolest picture ever, just Photoshop it. Don't actually do it. It's not worth it.
You're
Your
not
life
going to
isn't
catch
worth
me
it.
on a cliff, though. Like, ever. So,
No. But isn't it crazy that you have to have signs up now in, like, national parks? Like, don't lean over the edge trying to take a selfie, please. They probably have, like, a picture of somebody holding their phone doing the selfie pose and, like, an X through it. Like, no selfies here.
Read by
Crazy.
every language on Earth.
Crazy.
Yeah. So, before we lose even more faith in the human race, let's reset our brains with a quick coffin break.
And this is a funny, just silly coffin break, and I love it because, have you ever been to San Francisco?
No, I've never been anywhere.
Okay, well, I went there one time, and then I decided it was, like, my favorite place on the face of the earth, because it's awesome. So, the people of San Francisco have named the fog, because the fog is notorious in San Francisco. A lot of flights get canceled, like, happens a lot of, like, well, it's a foggy day, blah, blah, blah. You might see these pictures of, like, the bridges with intense fog. So, there's a Twitter account, and they named the fog, and it's called Carl the Fog.
Carl?
Carl, with a K.
The person.
Yeah, the fog is named Carl the Fog.
Okay.
So, it humorously personifies the fog as moody, sarcastic character who tweets about rolling into the city, blocking views, or ruining sunny days.
Also, killing people like that Stephen King movie.
Yes, and that too. So, Carl the Fog. San Francisco fog is caused by cool, moist Pacific Ocean air being pulled inland by California's hot valleys. The cold ocean currents meets the warm inland air, creating a dense fog that often blankets the city, especially in summer. It's become a cultural symbol. Locals say things like, "Carl is here," when the fog rolls in. The name stuck so much that it shows up in memes, merchandise, and even tourism marketing.
Like
So check it
Flo.
out. Yep. So check it out on, if you have Twitter or X or whatever. I don't have it, but you can still look it up, like, just on, you can just Google the webpage. They also do have a website, and it's carlthefog.com. And it's all about Carl the Fog, Carl's story, and what they do, like, chronicle Carl's adventures, weather wisdom, community of fog enthusiasts.
It's like his own podcast.
Yeah. And then it says, join us for embracing the fog, and you can watch videos and upload your Carl the Fog stories.
That's ridiculous, but aw.
Yeah, right? Yeah. So, I don't know, maybe, like, if you live somewhere where it's foggy and you want to name the fog, you can. You just can't pick Carl, that's all.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Joe.
Start it. I think we need fogs everywhere.
Yeah. Like, well, we should name our fog something. Like, I don't know, Becky. Like, pick, okay, like the city
Oh my
you
God,
live
Becky.
in. Oh my God. Becky, look at that fog. It is, like, so thick.
Oh my goodness.
You've been listening to GTOL, where the coffee is never strong enough, but the stories keep us awake anyway.
Email us your buried secrets at gtopenlate@gmail.com. Follow us, leave a review, and maybe salt your doorways tonight.
Once a ghoul friend, always a ghoul friend. This sleepover is permanent.
Thanks for listening. April, you got that light?